I hereby state that adequate notice of this regular meeting has been provided to the public by written notice dated May 17th, 2014, original public notice. The meeting notice has been posted on the bulletin board located inside the school buildings and at the Board of Education building. Communicated to at least one of the board's designated newspapers and filed with the Borough Clerk of Palisades Park. Roll call.
John Matisich.
Here.
Jeffrey Wu.
Here.
Marie Alvarez.
Here.
George Beck. Ken Bruno.
Here.
Angela Burns.
Here.
Howard Donovan.
Here.
Paul Kim. James Ring.
Here.
Dr. Cirillo.
Present.
Diane Montemuro. Here. Richard Beverone.
Here. First on the agenda is the minute approval for December 17, 2014 regular meeting.
Make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Roll call.
John Matisich.
Yes.
Jeffrey Wu.
Yes.
Marie Alvarez.
Yes.
Ken Bruno.
I abstain, I was absent.
Okay. Angela Burns.
Yes.
Howard Donovan.
Yes.
James Ring.
Yes.
Report of the superintendent, Dr. Cirillo.
What your report? All right. Three things on my agenda. As many of you are all aware, next week we begin our park testing. I can firmly say that we will be and are as ready as any other district in the state. This is another mandate that is being pushed forth, as you all are well aware, and we'll continue to do the best we can. I know everyone is working extremely hard. I just ask that you continue to be patient. Surrounding districts are having problems. Schools around the state are having problems. I know you're on the front line. I see it from where I'm at. Be patient, be calm. Parents, as many of us are more concerned than the teacher in us probably, but we always do figure out a way to get it done, and we will. Number two, on February 12th, I thank Ms. Alvarez and Mr. Kim, who is not here. We had a very, I think, informative and successful parent program at the high school. Again, in that continued effort of trying to get the community more involved, I am already in the works of reestablishing Palisades Park High School Athletic Hall of Fame. It was here a real long time ago. I know there are many people that have graduated from our schools, and for some of them there's real no reason to come back. For many of them, they're begging to have a reason. I have had already a ton of positive, and I think this is definitely a move in the right direction. I know it's an athletic piece, but it's an important piece. It's a piece that is lacking in our district and will hopefully reconnect many of the past with the present. Thank you. That was number 3. Parent Program Hall of Fame. I'm going to get you guys a calculator.
Report of the board attorney, Mr.
The report I have has to do with negotiations, and Mr. Bruno will handle that.
Okay. Report of the committees, finance, Mr. Donovan.
Yes, Mr. President, in front of you, you have 8 resolutions under finance. I move that the board approve all 8 under the consent agenda.
Second.
Roll call.
John Matisich.
I'm sorry, any discussion? Roll call.
John Matisich.
Yes.
Jeffrey Wu.
Yes.
Marie Alvarez.
Yes.
Ken Bruno.
Yes.
Angela Burns.
Yes.
Howard Donovan.
Yes.
James Ring.
Yes.
Buildings and ground, Mr. Ring.
Under buildings and grounds, there is one resolution. I make a motion the board approve.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
John Matisich.
Yes.
Jeffrey Wu.
Yes.
Marie Alvarez.
Yes.
Ken Bruno.
Yes.
Angela Burns.
Yes.
Howard Donovan. James Ring.
Yes.
Personnel, Mr. Wu.
Yes, Mr. President. There are 11 resolutions in the personnel committee report. I make a motion that we move on all 11.
Second it?
I'll second.
Mr. Bruno second it. Any discussion? Roll call.
John Matisich.
Yes.
Jeffrey Wu.
Yes.
Marie Alvarez.
Yes.
Ken Bruno.
Yes.
Angela Burns.
Yes.
Howard Donovan?
Yes.
James Ready?
Yes.
Curriculum, Mr. Beck, he's not here. Mr. Wu, you have anything on?
There's no report at this time.
No report? Negotiation, Mr. Bruno.
Well, I'm happy to say we had what I believe to be a very productive meeting last night. I really think everybody was very professional. I mean, NJEA was there, our board attorney, the members were there, and it was very professional, very positive, and I just hope it's just put to bed very, very soon. I think they're just working on some language, if I'm correct, some specific language. So, again, thanks to everybody for, staying with us and giving us all the opportunity. That's it.
Thank you, Mr. Bruno. Policy, Mrs. Alvarez.
Instead of you have one resolution regarding graduation requirements. This is the first reading. I make a motion.
I'll second.
Second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Matsich?
Yes.
Jeffrey Wu?
Yes.
Maria Alvarez?
Yes.
Ted Bruno?
Yes.
Angela Burns? Yes. Howard Donovan?
Yes.
James Ready?
Yes.
Mrs. Alvarez.
PTA, PTSA student activity.
Well, you have a second reading on the policy committee.
No, that's not next one.
No,
Oh.
That's the 18th.
Once it will be next.
no, this is the first reading for the graduation requirements. The second reading would be.
Yes, I see it now. All right, PTA, PTSA, Mrs. Alvarez.
PTA is getting ready for the 6th, 7th grade dance, which is scheduled for March 27th. And we will also be supporting the high school play, which is the 27th and the 28th. They'll be selling soda and water and snacks at the play. PTSA is getting ready for the Howling Magic Masters, which is Saturday, March 21st at the high school. The doors open at 2 p.m. and it's going to be tons of fun for everyone. Student activities. I am very happy to congratulate the boys and the girls varsity basketball team. They have made it to the state championship games. Both games will be played on March 3rd. The girls are at Hasboro Heights at 5 o'clock. The boys are at Pagoda at 7 p.m. So I hope a lot of people show up and support our kids. And that's about it.
Thank you, Ms. Alvarez. Calendar, Ms. Burns.
Not at this time.
Food service, Ms. Burns. NJSBA, not here. Old business. Any member on the board for old business? New business. I see that the next meeting will be March 18th, 2015, between St. Patty's and St. Joe, so we should celebrate, right? Audience participation.
Excuse me, Jim.
Oh,
Wait.
Angie has something.
oh, go ahead, I'm sorry.
I wanted to read this email that I received while I was teaching many years ago. And I thought it was such a beautiful thing that I would like you all to hear it. You might have heard it already, I don't know, so bear with me. It says, what teachers make. A group of dinner guests were sitting around a table discussing life. One man, the CEO of a large company, decided to explain the problem with education. He argued, what's a kid going to learn from someone who decided the best option in life was to become a teacher? He reminded the other dinner guests what they say about teachers, those who can do, those who can't teach. To stress his point, he said to another guest, you're a teacher, Bonnie. Be honest, what do you make? Bonnie, who had the reputation of honesty and frankness, replied, you want to know what I make? I make, she paused a second time and began, I make kids laugh. I make them work harder than they ever thought they could. I make a C+ feel like the Congressional Medal of Honor. I teach respect and learn to take responsibility for their actions. She paused and looked at each other person at the table and said again, "You want to know how much more I make? I make children love to read. I teach them to write and make them write. I make my students from other countries learn what they need to know in English while preserving their unique cultural identity. I wipe the tears from the child who is down and out. I pick up the child that is bullied and stop another from being bullied. I listen to the child who needs someone to console him. I make my classroom a place they feel safe. I teach them the art of helping another. They say the Pledge of Allegiance and learn respect for our great country. Finally, I make them understand that if they use the gifts they were given, work hard, and follow their hearts, they can and will succeed in life." Bonnie paused one last time and then continued. "Then when people try to judge me on what I make, I can hold my head up high and ask, 'You want to know what I make? I make a difference.'"
Thank you.
Audience participation? Yes.
We agree with Mr. Bruno's assessment of what went on at the meeting, that it was very professional, and we thank you for your input, Mr. Barbaro, and you as well, Dr. Cirillo. And we hope that after this difficult process is done, we can just move on and get back to our jobs.
Absolutely.
Anybody else? Closed session. Well, we have to go to closed session, so how long, 5, 10 minutes? 15, 20, 30? 10.
We're not waiting, it's fine.
All right. Thank you and have a good night.